tripod and just do this one. Let's see. Hey guys, give me a second. I want to see if I want to do. I do have a tripod over here in the corner, so I could do it. Hey guys, give me a second. I want to see. Hold on, guys. I want to see if I can take this and I can put this here so I can do Instagram just in case. I always like including all platforms. So let's do this. Okay. And let's put them here. I'm trying to like put everything around. Hello guys, let me get myself situated so I can get all the platforms. Everybody, so I can get everybody included. I don't want anyone missing. Hey guys, how are you? Hey, come on in. This is a live stream if you're watching this on YouTube, which I'm sure you'll be able to tell. I have a spoon and I have water ice. I'm so happy. And let me get everything situated here. Hello guys, come on in. Hey. This is dedicated to YouTube. My YouTube community has been asking, and I've been doing all this Bible studies and all this other stuff. So they're like, yeah, when are you doing journal stuff? So today is devoted to journals, workbooks, and planners. We're going to have a nice talk. So come on in, guys. Be sure to say hello. We're going to jump into this video. Let me do... Oh, that's not live. That's not what I wanted. I want it live. Okay. Let's get in this conversation, shall we? So hello, everyone. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. This live stream, again, is dedicated to my YouTube community, but we are adding on Facebook and Instagram to this. And today we're talking about designing your own planner, workbook, or designing your own planner, workbook, or journal. Okay, so I'm just going to get this into Instagram so that people know when they come on here what we're talking about. And if you're on here, be sure to say hello, please, because I want to know who's on. Okay, and journal. Hey, guys, how are you? Okay, cool. So we're doing, check my DMs. Okay. I try not to, but hello, Lisa. Okay, so let me go on YouTube. So hello, Miss Dominique Graham. Or sorry, not Gresham. How did I mess that up? I'm not reading. I'm skipping letters. Hello, D Dan 8862. Hello, Moo. Oh, that's Mo. I know Mo. Hey Mo. Hey Tamika. Hey 88 Snuggles. Hey Lisa. Let's see who's on Facebook. Hello. Hey, Dietrich, Kyla, Maya, or Mia. Okay, Tavis. Hey, Nikita. Hey, Ivory. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Sonia. Okay. Oh. Hey, Chase. Or I would say Kiana. Hey, Kiana. Hey, guys. How are you? Okay. So hey, Deanna. Is it Deanna? I'm the worst at names. Believe me, I'm the worst. So hopefully I said it right. Diana. It's Diana. It's definitely Diana. It's a Diana. I don't know why I said Deanna. That does not sound right. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay, guys, let's get started. So today, hey. Oh, I miss you too. Everyone's been so busy, but there's no excuse. Hello to everyone. Happy Sunday. If you're not watching this on a Sunday, hello to whatever day you are here. Today, we're talking about designing your own planner, workbook, or journal. My name is Mrs. Dorsey, and I am an entrepreneur as well as a creative. I'm someone who has been in business for a couple years now. I've been pretty successful. And I'm also part of a family business that is in education. That's my main focus. However, on the weekends and at nights and whenever I can squeeze in time, I try to make time for entrepreneurs and for creatives so that they can grow their businesses. However, my first passion is the family business. So that does come first. But today I am sneaking out time to talk to you guys about creating your own planners, workbooks, and journals. I did some videos on YouTube that went real, I guess you could use the word viral / tons and tons of people. And so it's brought a large amount of YouTube subscribers. I think we're at 4,400 something. We're going to soon be at 5K. I'm really excited. And we're growing. And so I want to make sure that I'm devoting time to what everyone has come to my channel and my platform about. And so in the next couple of days, I've been promising and promising. And people are like, when they've been waiting and waiting, but now I'm delivering. So if you're watching this and you want to speed, you probably can speed up a couple minutes to really get into the meat. But I'm going to talk about 4 things today. These are the 4 things that you're going to learn today. Okay. So you know who I am. I'm from Delaware, second smallest state. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. And I've designed journals, workbooks. I don't just talk about it. I've designed, and I'm a designer. And I'm someone who's very passionate about design, but I know not everyone has the skills to design. So I'm going to help you to figure out ways to do this, to still get it done, but to figure out the different avenues that you can do it. Okay. And again, I don't just do it for myself, but I actually have a company called Glam Print Go, where literally that is all I do in this business is help people create their journals, their workbooks, their planners, websites. We do a lot of creating the products. We do product development as well as making the platform that you will sell your products on. And so today this is going to be really just some behind the scenes tips. I spend every week working on people's journals or planners. So there are some tips that I'm going to share with you that, even in the past couple of weeks, I've been changing my mind about certain things, how certain things should be designed, how certain things should be changed around. So I want to give updated knowledge because even videos that I've done that have been really popular, I have some changing opinions even after that video. Okay. So we're going to talk about 4 things. The first thing we're going to talk about is layout. I touched on it a little bit, probably actually a lot in my creating your own journal business, but this video will be devoted to the design aspect, the layout. We're going to talk about today the worksheet method that I talk to all my clients about. And even if you've been watching me or you've had a one-on-one session with me, you probably know what I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about my favorite word or phrase, master pages. Okay, this is my journal, workbook, whatever you're designing. This is my thing. And then we're also going to talk about you can make more. So in the past week, I've been literally laying out right now. I'm laying out right now a total of 5 different books by 5 different authors. So these are not one person. I'm laying out 5 different books this week. This weekend today. I'm trying to finish up 1, and then I have like 2 more. I think I can definitely get done today. And then I'm also laying out 3 workbooks. So 5 books and 3 workbooks. So I've been a little behind because I'm doing all these different designs. But I want to talk about what goes into my process when we actually are making workbooks, making planners, and making journals, what your mindset should be around when it comes to design and layout with these products, because this is what we consider to be product development or product creation, and design is a very important aspect. And I'm going to just talk about today because, again, there's so many people who started following me on my YouTube channel. Let me turn the light out a little bit, because of the fact that, I did this video and it was like I think we're at like 50,000 people or whatever watched it. So many people. But there's more. There's so much more than what you first watched. So let's first talk about layout. Layout is so important. I'm going to pull some examples of layout because the first thing you want to do, let's say one day you want to work with me, or let's say one day you're going to work with someone else or someone, okay? The first thing you want to do is you want to look at as many examples as possible of workbooks, planners, journals, whatever it is that you're making. The first thing we do is we're going to research. I tell my clients this all the time. Don't come to me, okay, with an idea. Now I do have clients who we literally make their designs from scratch. Like I have a client right now where she told me she wanted to make a certain journal. She didn't tell me what goes inside. She didn't tell me what. She just said, Genesis, make me a journal about this topic. And guess what I'm doing? making a journal / planner about the topic. Okay. So I have some clients who are like that, but most of my clients, I want you to get an idea. Now, when we talk about research, let's talk about what goes into, because it's not just going into the store and looking at a whole bunch of different ones and be like, okay, that's what I want. No. The very first thing that we think about in design before you even talk about features, and if you're my current client, some of the things we're going to talk about in this video, you already know. Okay, you already know. But some of the things we talk about is, what is the purpose of the product itself? You do not make a product and not know the purpose. Because otherwise, you just want a product because you just want to say that you have a product. And that's not what's going to bring longevity into actually making it a company. Okay. So, or making it a long lasting product. Okay. So we don't just want to make something just to make something, oh, I would like to make a journal. Oh, I would like to make this. So I'm going to make it. Okay. Well, maybe make that for yourself. But when you're making it for a customer or a client, you actually really want to think about, what does their life look like? Okay. There are some planners that honestly have way too much stuff in it. And it's not made for the customer that they intended it for. Because let's say, for instance, I've worked with different people and they'll say, oh, I want to make a planner for a busy entrepreneur. And so when I tell them about, well, what features do you want in the journal? We're going to talk about that. They want like 30 features in a journal. And when you're a busy entrepreneur, right, I don't have time to sit down and fill out 30 things a day. Like I don't have that. So what I told my client was, that is not probably ideal, because you're not making it for the client. You're now making it for what you think should be in it. And it shouldn't just be what you think. It should be what does that customer or client or potential user, what do they need to track? What do they need to see? Okay. What's going to keep them in it to win it? Here's the other thing too. What is the end result? This is big. See, we're not even touching design yet. Okay. But this goes into design. Number one, what do you want them to achieve? That's big. Because if you tell me, oh, I just want them to have a place to self-reflect, that's not enough. Or, oh, I want them to have, a product where they can, really see their goals. Okay. They can do that with a lot of other products. What is the actual purpose and function of the products? Okay. And when you begin to make products with purpose, you will find that it will be easier to build a community around products. Now, remember, as I always teach, we never build a business off of a product. We actually technically build a business off of community, but I really believe that you really want to think about, okay, what is purpose in the end of the day? What's the purpose of the product? Because that's actually going to be the selling point. Honestly, it's going to be a selling point. So the first thing is what is the purpose? That will help me that when I do my research and I look at other workbooks, planners, journals, I will pull out what I need and not get distracted. One of the things I found with my clients is that, when they go on a research, they're going through all these different planners and journals like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. And I'm just like, okay, I love that you're loving stuff, but remember the purpose. So you shouldn't go through a journal and like everything, because everything won't be what you need, or it will be what the customer needs, right? So you really should be thinking about, why are we making this, and what features out of other things do I see that would fit the purpose, okay? So the first thing is, you have to know the purpose. You need to do your research. You need to spend a lot of time researching. Here's the other thing that we're going to get to before we get into design, is that you never rush the design process. Never. And the reason why is that you need to make sure, and this is big. I think about this when I think about, I'm in the process now of redesigning the prayer journal. So the stretch covers that you guys saw a couple, like maybe 2 months ago that I just put it out there, right? It's not, the inside's not done, but I just put out the covers. So I'm working in the pages. And the one thing you really want to understand is understanding the mind of the user too. This helps in design. This is why you don't rush design. Honestly, design is the biggest part of making a planner or a journal. Manufacturing is easy. You just find a vendor and It's the design that is really the nuts and bolts, because you have to understand the user. And when I talk about this, a perfect example is, do I have my prayer journals in here? Probably not. Let's just look through. I'm going to use this as, I want to use another one of my products as an example. The S word may be a good one, but I really wanted to use a different one. It's okay. I'll explain. So let's use this. So this was the rough draft of a workbook. This was the S word. It first started off as a workbook. And this is, as I showed you guys, this was the cover of, this is a book actually, but I want to use more of a workbook. So this was the preemie of the S word. It was just at first, the sales. This is actually a workbook on sales. So this was the beginning was like all the knowledge, and then at the very end of it had like some questions on like discovering yourself, discovering your business. And I thought that this was good. I thought that this was excellent. This then became this. I just want to show you guys the difference. Okay, this is what it was going to be. This is what it ended up being. There's a huge. I'm nervous. Oh, thank you. Hi, guys. It's my mom. She's online. Come on, you can bring it in.
Oh, no.
Wait, is that my salad?
Yes, your salad. Do you want it?
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, bring it.
Once you done?
No, you look pretty. You look fine. Hi, guys. This is my mom.
No, you don't want to see me. Oh, my God.
You look pretty, mom.
Oh, my Jesus.
Thank you. There we go. She got me. This actually looks good. Oh, my God. This is the small portion?
No, we just got you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I was gonna take it to the office tomorrow. Okay, thanks. I was gonna eat some of it now, then take the rest of the office in the morning.
Let me give you something to eat.
Oh no, I'm good.
You want a fork?
Actually, no, I do want a fork. Okay, never mind. Okay. So as I was saying, is that when I was going through it, I thought this was going to be it. And this is why product development is huge. You never rush through the product. You got to think about, remember, what's the end result? If I want to bring them to an intended goal, by them working through this, would this be enough for them to actually get the results that I wanted them to get? So then I went back through it. And I said to myself, it's going to teach them enough, but it's not going to really help them at the end. I want to see execution. So the biggest thing from the S word was not just them becoming confident in sales. I wanted them to actually start selling. I wanted someone to take this workbook and say, okay, Genesis has taught me how to sell. Now I need to make sure that I'm doing what she said. And so I was like, I need to add a tracker. I need people to be able to see a whole year in one book that says to them, this is my execution in progress, right? So then it became this. And at first I was thinking, oh, thank you so much. You got to reach a little more. She's so cute, y'all. Anyway, so at first I said to myself, okay, well, is it too, it was really thick, right? It was really thick. And at first it was an issue for me. I was like, is this too thick? But then as I started talking to people who were salespeople, they were telling me that a lot of times, they have like the online systems that they use for things like that, for tracking the sales, the CRMs. But they said, Genesis, I like your tracker because it tracks things that are not in my CRM. So like, for instance, it tracks things like, okay, how many referrals am I doing? How many vending events? How many networking events am I doing? How many follow-up calls am I scheduling? They were like, this is actually making my actual sales life a trackable thing. You can't track this in you know how many meetings you've had, things like that. But this gathers the actual sales activity. Right. And because it tracks it over a year, people who are even in e-commerce, there's a tracker. So they're like, Genesis, like, I've been doing vending, I've been doing follow-ups for certain clients. Like, this is actually helping me to execute. And then this is what they said. I can see if I've been slacking. I can see it because I'll turn to my page and I'll say, oh my goodness, I haven't hit enough points, because I make it kind of like a gamification where like you have to hit so many points a week. So they were just like, Genesis, I've been slacking this week, and I can see it because when I fill out my tracker, okay, it's empty. I didn't do anything this week. So then I look at my sales goal that I hit in your tracker. I'm looking at my sales goal and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to hit it. I look at the goals that I've set out. Okay, this now is what? Pushing me to execution. So when you're designing workbooks, don't just slap up questions and boxes. And this is what I see a lot of times. People are just, trying to come up with a few questions here, put a little box, and they're like, oh, I created a workbook. And if people are not getting if they're not coming to the end result, you're not creating a good product. You are creating a product that is not going to be the best solution. It's not going to really help people arrive to where they need to be. So that's why layout is important. You want to think about things like sections. How are sections laid out? Does it make sense for them to go to this section to that section? Does it make sense? How should it be divided out? And I talk about this in the first video, but I'm bringing it back up. Should this be a 6-month, a 12-month? Should it be undated? Should it just be where the pages run out and you need to buy another one, right? How do I want the flow to go? Because that will influence the design. Okay. If it's 6 months, if I need to track days, weeks, okay, all these things I talk to my clients about, because we look at everything from, okay, if this is a 6-month planner and we track every week, there are 4 weeks in every month, it's 6 months, 6 times 4, 24. Okay, I'm just running it through. Okay. I was running it through. So there's 24. Okay. So you got 6 months, 4 weeks. Some weeks have 5 months. Some weeks, have 5 weeks, only a few. You have to think about things like, are we tracking is it a weekly planner plus daily? So does it go from here's the week overview? Then we also have them breaking down by days. It's so many things you can do. So this is why you need to know what you desire to do in the design. Then we do mock-ups. Okay. What's a mock-up? So this is what I do for my clients. They don't see it because they're out there living their lives while I design, and I want them to. That's why they hire me. So what my job is to do a layout, which is a mock-up. I call it a mock-up. And it isn't a mock-up where it's like the graphic rendering that we call, graphic design. For me, my mock-up is me sketching out how the planner will flow. And I've talked about this before, but I get pieces of copier paper. Let me show you guys my exact method so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. So what I'll do is, where's my, hold on. Okay. So I'll actually get printer paper, copier paper. Excuse me for my gut I ate, so I'm a little full. That's why I don't know why they got me cheesecake I already ate. Because I want them to pay for my lunch tomorrow, so I got free lunch. So that's what you're gonna do. And listen, I don't care how well thought out you thought your planner was. I don't care. You need to do this. And of course, I will kind of pre-design some layouts. But if you're not a designer, but you want to, before you talk to your designer, you want to kind of know how you want your product to go. Remember, guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I view making journals and products serious. I really do. A lot of people, they like to crank out products, and they're not good products. They're not well thought out. You really want to slow down and create good products. Products that people use on a daily basis. I get messages from people, they use my books, my workbooks on a daily basis. Even my confession sheet, my small business confession sheet that's right there on that plastic stand right there. People use that confession every day. I want to make sure that when I'm making products, it lives in their lives. So that means that we are going to be intentional. Hey, Nisha, we're going to be intentional. We're going to sit down, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold page. This is what I do when I work on planners. Oh, I'm serious about this stuff. First of all, I love designing products. It is my passion. We're going to take this. We're going to create a booklet. This is what you're going to do. When you're working on a journal or a planner, you're going to sit down, okay? And let me tell you what I tell my clients. I was talking to a client. She paid for a one-on-one session. And she wanted to drop her planner in this May, which is in 2 months. And I told her, if you want my advice, give it at least a year. At least a year. At least a year. Okay. Why? We live in a world where, and I'm not judging people who put products, because there are times where you can put products out and you put out in 30 days. But when you're trying to create a brand around a product, it's not going to come from a 30-day product. Listen, I love people. I really do. But I have rarely seen planners that are like really successful that were only print out on 4 weeks. On top of that, if you don't have a tribe already to sell it to, you need at least a year to build up a tribe that will buy the product. So see, this is really big. Take advantage of the time to make a good product because you're going to need the time to sell the product, right? So we're not even rushed. See, this is why we don't rush design because you could crank out a product in 4 weeks, but do you have a tribe that will buy the product in 4 weeks? I can go buy clothing tomorrow and open up a boutique. But if I'm not taking out the time, okay, to build up a tribe, okay, and this is the thing, this is what I tell clients. It's not that you couldn't have people, but why would you rush something when you could have time to build up and have a better opening and a release, right? Think about it. You take a year, okay, you take 12 months to build up a tribe. You don't think that you will have more people in a year than you will in 4 weeks. Not only will you have a healthy tribe in a year, okay, you have a tribe so excited to buy a product and you'll have a year of loyalty. You can build up a whole year of loyalty. You can then open up pre-sales, pre-orders. You have photos of your product because what? You've taken time. You can't do a photo shoot and all that in 30 days, okay? Even if it took 2 months. You still want to have a solid. This is why I tell my clients, when you do a planner, and I know I'm getting excited, but I'm passionate about this. When you do a planner or a journal or a workbook, right? Think about it like this. I'm not using this for all products, but especially a core product. Think about it like this. If you have a full year, imagine how many people, especially if you ran Facebook ads, build up your community, imagine how many people you would have on your email list to start selling to. Versus rushing out. It gives you time to perfect the product. It gives you time to do photo shoots of the product. It gives you time to send it to influencers and get their reviews. It gives you time to do some like work building up kind of marketing. You could do like a little 3-day little mini event, some kind of thing, where, you can build it like a 3-day virtual, we have maybe 3 different experts to kind of build up the hype towards the release of the product. You can do that because guess what? Your product's already designed and done. Now all you have to do is sit back and focus on the marketing end. That's why we slow down. I'm not in a rush. My clients, Jensen, when you design my product, I'll be here next year. I'll be here. I'll be here in 2020, 2021, unless Jesus is coming back. Okay, I'll be here. Okay, so I'm not in a rush to design anybody's journal. Take your time. So we're going to do what I like to call the booklet, the mock-up method. What are we going to do? We're going to take these pages. I talk about this in the main video, but again, this video is kind of more focusing more in so you guys can have a video to reference to for design. You're going to think about beginning, middle, end. What does that mean? Okay. When I first open up my plan, again, you may need more pages. I mean, sometimes you'll figure out you need less pages. Okay, I open it up. Okay, first of all, okay, you have to think about, okay, what do I want the cover to look like? Now, there's a design method. Some people they design the cover first to get them excited about the inside. Some people have to design the inside first to get excited about the outside. Now, remember, what's the law of cover design? So some of you guys should know this by following me. You cannot technically design a full book cover until you know how many pages are on the inside because what? The spine. You won't know how big the spine is until you get done designing the entire interior. Like you have to have the full layout done. So you can get like the front cover done, but you can't get the spine. You won't be able to do a full because you don't know what the spine will be. So when I say spine, what is this? That's this. This is the spine. See, when I had it first designed, I could not write on the spine. It's so tiny. When I got done, I could write on the spine. I didn't know what it would be until I got done. So sometimes I just designed the front. Okay. And sometimes you just want to get excited. Okay, now I open it up. Okay, now what should be in every planner, and especially a planner and a workbook? It depends. Not every product has a copyright page. I put them in every one of my products. I didn't do it in my Real Prayer Journal. Probably a stupid mistake. Now you can get your book. There's different levels of this. You can technically you have a copyright because you created the product. However, you can actually get your book registered with the government and file a copyright. That's what I would highly suggest, especially if you're going to be making several of these types of products. Okay. Once I get my book copy, once I, you can file for the copyright when you get the book done. Okay, great. Okay, next page. What are we going to do? Okay, now we open this up. Okay, what's the next section? Now, this I can't tell you. You have to figure that out. What do they go into first? Okay, what do they go into first? Okay, what are they going for first? Okay, then we continue. What are they going to next? This is why you have to know, is this a dated, undated? Most journals are not dated. Most journals are not dated. They're not dated. Okay, they're a journal. It's a journal. The moment it becomes dated, it still is a journal. Depends on what you do. Remember, a planner is actually what? They plan, usually includes calendars, timelines of some kind. That's what differentiates a journal from a planner. Okay, now it can be a planner journal, can be a mixture if you want to, a planner and a journal. Remember, a workbook is more of a book it's a book that really allows the user to do more work than the author does, right? The author brings them into scenarios or questions, and then the user or the consumer or the client, whatever you want to call them, okay, they're doing work. They're working through the book, okay? So that's how we separate those three, okay? So when I'm doing or when I'm creating this, you want to think about what do you see the user doing? How often are they doing it? It's a daily process, a weekly process, okay? And then once you know your sections, at least got an idea, you can really begin to do what I call ugly sketches. I tell some of my clients to do this. Sometimes they just take a sheet of paper and they'll just kind of like make little tiny rectangles, okay? And they'll like say, okay, Gigi, I want this here, I want that there, and I want this here, and I want that there, right? Okay, but that's what we're gonna do. And then when I get done with like a little mock-up, okay, I need to see, okay, does this make sense? So if I open it up and it goes into like goal setting, okay, but should the goal setting all be in the front? If I'm dividing out by month, should I put maybe goal setting for each month or each quarter, right? If this is just a journal, am I adding too much? Remember, journaling is really about self-reflection. The moment it becomes too much about the author and what you're saying, it's a workbook. It's not a journal. Okay, journaling should be about the consumer mostly. So am I too heavy with the text and all the word? This is too much. Is just too, okay, maybe we need to remove this. Maybe we need to remove that. Okay, am I adding intention? Does this actually seem like it flows together, or does it seem divided? Right? You want it to be where, remember, when I'm using it in my everyday life, okay, when the person sits down and uses this, okay, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I feel like I'm doing homework. Or is it more of, you know what? Whew, right? A journal should not be homework. A workbook should be homework. A planner should seem a little bit more like work. Journaling, okay, let me kind of come down and enjoy this product. Okay. So making sure that there's flow. And a planner should feel constructed. Planning, anything that's a planner should definitely be organized, because that's what they're using it for. If it seems chaotic, it will actually do the opposite of what you're asking them to do, which is to plan. I have worked with clients. They brought me their planners, I said, this is not organized. Well, I thought it was. And I love my clients because they really thought it was. I said, well, does it seem like this could actually help you plan it out? Or would it seem like when you got done this, you would be more stressed out? And then they usually say, Gigi, I think they're going to be right. They say, okay, yeah, they're more stressed out. Let's bring it back. Let's kind of take out some things. Now, what's my rule of thumb? How many features should your journal have max? The number is 10. That's the max. That is the absolute. I don't care how many ideas you have. I could care less. It is 10. Okay, it's 10. I had a client who, and we're finishing up now with her planner. She had like 30-something features. And I said, whoa, we've got to reduce that. Now, why? Because a lot of times most clients believe that they're only making one product. This is big. When you make products, don't plan that you'll only make one your whole lifetime. You're going to have multiple. So don't put everything in one planner or journal. Okay. So when we talk about features, for instance, a feature will be something like, okay, I wanted to have a monthly calendar. That's a feature. That's one feature. I want there to be inspiration on each page. That's a feature. I want dividers. That's a feature. I'm trying to think of all the things I've heard a long list. Let's go to my client at 30. She wanted a different custom quote per page. I have a lot of clients who want that, so that's not bad. I've done this so many times. Different. Oh, here's one. They wanted different imagery, like using images, like from Unsplash and different things like that, to represent different months. They want just like custom design without the journal. That's another feature. Okay. I want a ribbon. Now, ribbons are only done with hardback books. You'll rarely see a ribbon with a spiral bound because it doesn't have the ability to hold a ribbon. Okay, but that's one. Okay, I wanted to have gold leaf pages. That's another feature. Technically, that's a design feature, but I count that as a feature. Okay, so these are just different things that just go. You don't want it to seem a lot. This is the problem. Is a lot of times when people design, it's so heavy. And I'm talking about the features. So the person feels really overwhelmed. And I think it's because we want to put, I want them to have this, I want them to have this, and I want them to have that. I promise you, if you look at your most favorite planner, it still does not have that many feet. It will not have past 10. Now, you find something that has past 10, you come back to me and show it to me. And if you do, I'll contact the person and let them know. No more than 10 features. No more. A good one, 5 to 6. I'm going 5 to 6. No more than that. Okay, so let's look at an example of a planner and let's count through features. Okay, let's count through features. So we're going to do, let's see here. We have two. One's a journal, one's a planner. Okay, let's go through the planner first. This is by a brand called Elam. Elam is a wholesale designer base company. So what that means is that they create these for large distributor companies. They're not an actual. They do have some store you can order some things. Okay, so let's go through this spiral bound planner. Okay, just to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, let's go through features. First feature is that it has stickers. That is a feature. And that's a feature. I love the stickers. These are data stickers. This is for the year of 2018, 2019. Okay, so we have stickers. So I'm just going to tick off for each one. Okay, we have dividers. Okay, we have dividers. Okay, got dividers. That's another tick. Okay, now let's get into actual what happens. We have a to-do list. Okay, we have a full month overview. So to do full month, okay. We have a weekly. So now it breaks it down into days. Okay. So that's a daily. Okay. And it just goes, and then that repeats. And we're going to get into what a master page, so that repeats. Then there is a note section at the very back of the month. Okay. So notes. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 so far. Okay. And then it repeats. It repeats. That's it. Okay. Now this solves a very simple purpose. Number one, it's a planner. Okay. It is a planner, has stickers in it. Very nice and basic. This actual planner came in different colors. So same planner layout, but in different colors. Okay, so let me show you guys. We used to sell them in the store. So let me show you guys what they look like. We sold out of the other designs when we used to sell them in my GG store, but this is the same planner. Sir, you say you missed me. I don't even know who you are. No offense to who Haresh Sharon 5661. I don't know who you are, so I don't know how you missed me. But anyway, but this is the same planner, same exact planner, different covers. Okay, with this one, it's pink and blue. So it goes off of color schemes. Okay, pink and blue. Same thing. Divider with a quote, to-do list. monthly overview, okay, then weekly overview, then what? Notes, then we repeat. So now let me get into the art of math. That's what master pages are. When you design, there's what I call it this. This is what I call it this. Okay, I call them master pages. Now, what is the art of workbooks, planners? What is my art? The art is master pages. When you decide to go get a designer or you have someone design for you, what you're really paying them for. Now, my company, we do the whole thing. So we're not just a designer. I actually am the creative director of your whole product. Okay, so that's the difference. I'm not just a designer. I put the whole shebang together. Okay, so that's why I have the cost that I do. But most designers, you're actually paying them for the sheets. That's actually what you're paying them for. And this is what you have to know when you're going to get design. You're paying for the master pages. What are master pages? Let's look at it. Let's go back and look at this. Remember that everything except a workbook, planners and journals, have what we call repetitive pages. So you're not paying someone. Now, again, you pay me to put the whole thing together. But most is like, if you're going to say, okay, I need someone to design the pages, right? You're paying them to design the pages. So if I have a to-do list, a full month overview, a daily, and then a daily, and then a notes, that's what? One, maybe like what, 8, maybe what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 pages. So I would pay them for 6 pages. Now, if the designer knows how to actually make it into an actual book, like a workbook, then of course you would pay them for their services to do so. So what my clients pay me for is to create the pages, to duplicate the pages, and then to create it into an actual product. Then to get them, and then of course our job is also to facilitate the printing and the manufacturing of the product. So what you want to do is you want to actually pay for technically worksheets. That is technically what you're paying for, are worksheets. I know, right? It's like so, but a lot of people don't teach this because I don't know, maybe they just want to share their nuggets. I don't know. I don't have self-esteem issues like that, so I don't know. I don't know. But the point is that you're paying for worksheets. That's really what you're paying for. So when you go to a designer, you're actually telling don't tell them I want to get a planner done. No, I want worksheets done. I want them of this size, and you need to know your size of this is important too. This is why I'm revamping my whole. I'm working on my whole journal course because I got to create a course because there's so many things you got to talk about. But you need to know too the print size and your print, your bleeds, all that. They're all different things. So they're all different things. But for the most part, you just need to know what you want your end size to be for the page: 6x9, 8x12, whatever you want it to be. Okay. When you decide to go to your designer, okay, pick a designer that speaks your design language. This is big because I don't fit everyone's design and someone else doesn't fit everyone's design. You need to know, you have to look at the person's design and say to yourself, would I like them to create what I'm working on? If they have never done something along those lines, I'm not saying that they cannot, but what I am saying is that you don't want to work with somebody that is going to be a far long shot. If that makes sense, right? So if you want an extremely feminine journal, okay, and you work with someone who has never really done feminine, very girly girl before, I'm not saying that they can't design for it. Just don't stress yourself out, okay? Pick someone that you already know designs that way. If you want modern and someone does modern design really well, minimalistic, pick that designer. Now, when you're working with master pages, you do have to remember that those pages will repeat. So the question becomes, how much of your journal or planner needs to be repeated, and how much of it is actually where there is no repetition? Like these are actually like, you're gonna need 20 pages because you wrote, let's say, for instance, in my rural prayer journal, I had 12 pages where I actually had written some things. So those were custom, custom pages. So depending upon what you designed, let's say, for instance, let's say one of your features was a custom quote on every page. Like I have a client, where on her journal page, there's a custom quote per like section. So I couldn't, you can't mass create that. Those pages are custom. So it's important too what features you request, because when you request those features, guys, you have to pay for that. Like you gotta pay for that. Like I have a client right now, like I said before, she wants a custom. It's not really a quote. It's more of like her. Oh, this is cool. It's her sayings. She's had all these things on social media, so I'm putting all her sayings, and she's had like really short ones, like little tweets, on all of her pages. So I have to do she's doing 365 days. It's 365 quotes. I'm charging her for those because I cannot. Those are not master pages anymore because you can't duplicate them because there was a quote on every single page. So when you work with a designer and you're asking for things like, I want things like that, don't get mad when they say, oh, that's going to be an extra charge per page. Because technically that is what they're doing. I don't care if you think it's as easy as putting text up on there. If you think it's that easy, you do it yourself. Okay? And I love you. But it's the truth. You know, if you're going to be doing it, then you do it. But if you're going to have a designer do it, understand that they are doing that per page. It's on each page. Okay. That's why, for some features, you may want to scale back and maybe do some other things. Okay. But that is what is included. Okay. Now let's talk about, we're almost done. So we talked about master pages. Fourth thing is that you can do more. What that means is that you don't have to put everything into one product. Stop trying to make your one planner, workbook, or journal the only planner you'll ever create in your whole entire life. So you're like, it has to have this, has to have this, has to have that. Does it really? You're telling me you can't create another product that will come out soon that you can get people excited about and do another product? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay? Give something for the people to have next. Okay? When you're doing design, now if you are designing this yourself, I've shared before what systems you want to use. You want to use InDesign by Adobe. That is the number one. But guess what? I've talked to some people about that. You Pages for Mac. If you want to do something real basic, Microsoft Word, I wouldn't suggest it. But if you're trying to do it yourself, Canva. A lot of people have done workbooks and planners and journals through Canva. I know my big sis Cece, she's done a lot of her journals and stuff like that through Canva. For me personally, because I'm a designer, I go between Pages for Mac and InDesign. InDesign is my core. I like Pages though. There's some things I can do with Pages, man. Crazy. So I like Pages too. Just to show you guys what I designed with Pages. This was Pages. And Boss Builder was Pages. And I like Pages for simple design. Like if it's gonna look like a magazine, I gotta use InDesign. You gotta use InDesign. But this I did through Pages. So it was like mostly text. It's like mostly text. So it really works best for Pages. I can do that through Pages, when it's like mostly text. You got some areas you want people to work through. If it's something simple like that, then you can do Pages. Now you can't do Pages in Word for, again, something that's like really well designed. Like you got to use what you need to use. Fonts are big. Again, I will tell you this, guys, is that if you're not a designer, you need to get a designer. I'm all into doing it yourself, DIY. I am. That's why I think Canva is probably the best thing if you're not a designer. But if you're not a designer, go on Fiverr, hire my company, Glam Print Go. Okay, but do not create a product that you don't want. Okay, you save up some money and either hire a designer, hire someone. Remember, pay them for the worksheets, and then have them put it together like a book. Okay, we are done for this video. So what I want to do is the next video, I have a lot of you guys recommended videos from on YouTube from like other videos I've done before and other things that you wanted to go over. We're going to be doing, the next video will be this week. And it's going to be focused on running your planner business. So a lot of people have asked me about this, like what's the strategy with these planners? How do you prepare for the next planner? What does that look like? How many, how do you do a collection? Like, do you do it all together all at once? And so I'm working with a lot of different clients on these strategies. So I wanted to share some behind the scenes tips on this. The biggest thing too is I have a lot of clients who are creating what I call industry planners or journals. And that's basically where like you're in an industry and you want people to be successful in the same industry that you're in. So you're creating like a planner / workbook that helps them in that arena. So I also want to talk about how the mindset or the things you should think about when creating industry type planners or journals, because there are some things that I begin collecting as notes with working with my different clients. It's kind of becoming a standard rule of like, okay, we got to go over this, and this. Okay. And then there's the flip side. Some of you guys are designers and you want to start designing journals and planners for other people as well. So I'm also going to be doing videos on that aspect as well. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching YouTube. This video was technically for you guys. So if you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comment section with this video. If you're watching the replay here on YouTube, be sure to drop your questions down below. If there's anything that you want to go over, if there is a topic that you want me to talk about next, drop it in the comments so that we can do so. Guys, again, I hope that you have a productive week. If you haven't, again, any planner or journal questions, we will cover them here on my YouTube channel. If you do not follow me, I don't design on Fiverr. Oh yeah, I do not know. I don't have the time. I couldn't do it. I don't have the time. No. But you can go on Fiverr and you want to look up worksheet designers, like worksheet, just type in like design worksheets. There's some good ones, there are some good designers on there. You can also check just honestly through your local circle on Facebook, Instagram, see those people that you know who are designers. My company is Glam Print Go, and literally it's Glam, GLAM, print, PRINT, go.com, Glam Print Go. And what we do is we actually create your planners from scratch. So planners, journals, workbooks, and websites, the website and the e-commerce solutions to sell them. So we do product development, we do web development to help you sell them. And our starting projects start at $2,000 and they go up from most basics 2,000. And the average of our projects range between 3,000 to 5,000 per project. But again, people who work with us, that's like if you're really trying to take a product and launch it into a business, or you're going to be using it as a huge selling tool. I'm not going to ask you guys to invest that much money, and you're not, it's not like a product that you're going to be like really rolling with. You know what I mean? Most of our clients that work with us, you're going to like you're like not banking, but this product you will be selling. And you'll be selling a lot of them, okay? Because, you need to make your money back. So, but that's who we work with. I love what I do. But again, I know everyone's not there. Like when I did my first planner, I was not paying anybody around that price point to do my journal. But it's because, too, I wanted to get off the ground. So this is why I do these videos, so that for my DIY crew, you'll know what you need to do to get it done, okay? And then, if you decide that you want to really turn this into a planner or journal company, or you want to really have a core product that you sell to your community, then that's why you come to me and we create those products for you. So guys, again, have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned this week on my YouTube channel for two things. I'm about to film the giveaway video, so that'll go up tomorrow. I know I've been promising that forever. I have not had time. I promise you guys, I love you guys so much. It's just been really busy. And then we're going to be doing a video again on running your planner or journal business collection and growth. Like, what's the next thing after you do your first planner? What comes next? That's what the next video will be on. And then if you have special requests, drop them under any video on my YouTube channel. I'll find it. Like, it comes up in my notifications. I'll do a video. Anyway, bye guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye. And then bye to you YouTube. I will see you guys this week. See you later.